And we are live. Here we are again. I'm Fernanda at DeRose Meditation, and I have also here with us today Nuno, that's also a teacher and a founding member of DeRose Meditation. Hello, hello, Nuno. How are you?
Very good. And you?
Very good. So today is the last day of our challenge, our meditation challenge. It was a beautiful path through this way. It was really nice to have people with us. It was nice to be part of this challenge. And I think to finish this path, we are going to talk about meditation because there's not a consensus of what is meditation. If
Mm-hmm.
you go look in different meditation schools, if you talk to different meditation teachers, and even if you go deeper and you search for scientific researches about meditation, there are a lot of different explanations or concepts of what meditation is. So, everyone has their own opinion on meditation. And if you can start to explain our point of view about it and to give a context of why we use this concept that we use in our schools, that would be amazing.
Okay. I totally agree that everyone has a different opinion. I think some of them will be structurally similar, but then their point of view is unique. So there's that uniqueness into the definition. But also, there's a lot of, I think, misunderstanding of what this term means. For us here at DeRose, we are very connected to the definition that was first published in the Yoga Sutra from Patanjali, which is when you reduce the instabilities of your consciousness. So for us, meditation is the training with that goal. Okay.
Mhm.
Very, very like the shortest definition that we could do. But then practically, things are not so straightforward. Okay. Because here I notice a big, big difference. People that know a lot about it, but they don't have the training. And then people that really don't care about definitions, but they do have a great training. And this is a massive difference in the subject of meditation.
Mhm.
Okay,
Mhm.
sharing some a very very personal insight. Uh, it kind of it is hard. I'll say hard to listen to someone saying, "I meditate every day."
Mhm. It's curious,
It is curious, okay? Because
peculiar.
people might use that expression as a short version of I train meditation every day,
Mhm.
which for us, it is more aligned with the way that we teach. I train meditation every day. I train meditation on my DeRose's classes, and so on. That will be more soft, okay? Uh, Because when you use it that way, I meditate every day, that means you have already accomplished the level of meditation, which is to have your mind silent, which is hard as hell to achieve that. So, you can be a little bit of jealous, you can be a little bit of unfairness in there, but we tend to be more polite of saying I train meditation instead of saying I meditate.
Mhm.
In just this sentence, there's a huge difference on our approach versus others.
No, no. And talking about other approaches, it's very common if we go and search for meditation exercises in internet, YouTube, or even serious traditional yoga schools,
Mm-hmm.
they give some relaxation exercises, and they call it meditation. A lot of relaxation exercises that they call meditation, and a lot of breathing techniques that they call meditation. Why do they call it meditation? And if you can explain a little bit the reason why we don't put these exercises in the box of meditation exercises.
Because Professor DeRose is the best. That will be my first answer. Okay. I really, really enjoy the way that he separates knowledge, but
Mhm,
in a very practical way.
mhm, mhm, mhm,
If
mhm,
your breathing is to amplify your breathing capacity or the effects of breathing within your body, if you are relaxing, it is to achieve a state of relaxation. And then when you read it that way, you say, oh, of course. But then when you compare to other points of view, it is so confusing. Relax,
mhm,
quite popular to use it as body scan meditation.
mhm,
Okay. Another big confusion fit is mentalization. They use a
mhm.
story
True.
so people will visualize that story. And sometimes they call it also as guided meditation because they are guiding your mind to create several images.
Mhm,
Okay?
mhm,
I think the biggest confusion is because all of them are somehow mental related exercises. They put
mhm.
things in the same bucket: breathing, relaxation, mentalization, abstraction of the senses, concentration or focus, meditation,
Mindfulness.
mindfulness, everything in the same bucket. And Professor DeRose did an amazing job of organizing that knowledge in a way that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And the thing is, I can use the same exercise for I can use box breathing as an exercise to expand the capacity of my lungs. I can use box breathing to regulate my emotions. I can use box breathing just to focus a little bit more.
Mhm,
So,
mhm,
the
mhm.
exercise is one thing, the intention and the purpose is another. Okay. But
Yeah.
putting everything, mixing around and saying this is meditation, we kind of don't agree with that. We rather put it in separate buckets.
Yeah, even though I understand why they do that, because it is going to change your state of consciousness. Of course, if you stop and you breathe, it is going to quiet down your mind.
Hmm.
But this is not the objective. If you're doing a breathing exercise and the objective is to expand your consciousness, then it's a meditation exercise. But if
Hmm.
the objective is to quiet down, to calm down, to expand your lungs capacity, to absorb more energy, whatever, this is not a meditation exercise. It's a
Hmm.
breathing exercise.
Yeah.
If you were doing a relaxation exercise and at the end you say, I think I almost felt asleep, you are losing consciousness. If you are losing consciousness, it's not an expansion of consciousness exercise. It's like you are going the other way around. It's not bad. We do that in our classes.
Hmm.
It's really useful. It's good. It's important to know those techniques and to apply them. But in this case, the objective, it's not meditation. It's not to expand
Hmm.
your consciousness, uh, expansion of your consciousness. It's
Yes.
not this the objective. You're not seeking that. So it's not a meditation exercise. If
Hmm.
you're doing a mentalization, you're not doing meditation, because meditation is something different. So it's important to understand that,
Yes.
right?
Correct. Yeah.
No, no, but even if you say, you know what, I am never gonna be able to achieve this hyper consciousness because I already practiced for more than 30 years and I never achieved this hyper consciousness state. Should I give up?
No. Unless you're doing it in a forceful way. Okay. But if you're enjoying the journey, great. Just stay there. Okay. Just keep doing, even if you don't leave on the last exit of the train. I know that you use a lot of the of that expression, that mindfulness, meditation, hyper consciousness is like taking a train, but you decide in which station you want to leave. So that means probably you don't have time, or uh, you you don't want to leave on the last station. So you live in the mindfulness station, you live in the meditation station, but knowing that they are kind of pre-stages of an expansion of consciousness. Let's make it this easier to digest. If at the end of a class you feel that you know more about yourself than at the beginning of the class, you are building your self knowledge. So you are expanding your self awareness. If that happens, that means you are in the right track. Okay. Probably you won't find the last answer why you see in these philosophy books of meditation, of yoga, the really good ones. But you are on the way.
Mhm,
Meaning,
mhm.
if you compare your awareness, your self awareness, before your first class and then after your last class, if you feel an expansion, you're in the right way, in the right moment. Yeah, just keep going, keep going.
Exactly, exactly. And I like to explain that you know if you are in the right way or not when you are aware of the time passing around you.
Mhm,
And I like to give the example of social media. If you are scrolling in social media, okay, I have 5 minutes. When you look, you're there for like 30 minutes and you didn't notice time passing
mhm,
because your awareness, your consciousness was low. You were almost sleeping. You know, when you sleep, if you have a good night of sleep, you fall asleep, you wake up and said, "Oh my goodness, I already slept for 8 hours."
mhm. You don't
It
have the
looked like,
perception of the amount of hours that you sleep. You don't.
yeah, exactly. Or social media. These moments you are losing your consciousness.
Mhm,
When you are meditating, you are increasing your consciousness. You are more aware. So if you're looking at you have a clock in front of you, you notice that time starts to pass slower. Then okay, I think I'm in the right direction to do my meditation exercises. And I always like to compare as well when people don't understand how it works to a marathon. Oh, imagine I decide I'm going to start to run and I'm 48 now. Of course, I'm not going to train 2 hours tomorrow. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to walk for a few days. So I start slowly.
yeah.
But if I'm someone that is really into the focus of the end, I'm gonna tell you, no, no, I'm starting to running, and in a year I want to be in Hawaii, running in Kona, the big Ironman, the first, the
Mhm,
most important Ironman. And if I'm not there, my running doesn't work. My running training is not working because I'm not there. It doesn't make sense because I can start today and decide, okay, in 6 months, maybe I'm going to do a 5K marathon, like in my
mhm,
city. And it's going to be amazing. you are enjoying the process, and this is what matters. Maybe in a year, I'm going to be able to run a 10K. Maybe in 2 or 3 years, I'll be able to run a 42 or a 21. And then maybe one day I'm going to run a smaller Ironman somewhere here in Portugal.
Yeah.
And it's more than enough because I gained so much during this time that I decided to dedicate my hours to train. It's
Hmm.
the same thing. Even though you don't achieve this hyper consciousness, there are a lot of gains that are
Hmm.
going to be part of who you are, and they are already impressive,
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
right? So if you don't want to train your meditation for 4 hours a day, it's okay. It's not the only way to do meditation or to train or to be a meditation practitioner, right? I
Correct.
always like to tell the story that we had with Hamsaji. You were there if you
Mhm.
want to share. It's a
Yes. Yes.
beautiful story.
It is a beautiful sharing of knowledge. Actually, that is wisdom more than knowledge.
It is. It is.
Hansa Ji, she is the current director of the Yoga Institute in Mumbai, which is the oldest and still active yoga institution in the world. It was founded by Yogendra, and then his son, uh, once he passed, also directed, and then Hansa Ji, which was his wife, is now the current director. And we were having a lecture there, and she was so straight to the point about the yoga practice. She said, if you have 4 hours to do a yoga practice, do it for 1 hour and then do volunteer work for the other three. Go teach, go help, go do other things for your community, for your, to serve, to support, to care. And that makes so much sense. And she also added a few things like, oh, then the asanas, the body parts, if you feel that you need to improve a little bit of your flexibility, train your flexibility just until you feel that it's good. And then don't train it anymore. And it was about level things up, equalizing, creating kind of a pure balance of your body and your time that you
Mm-hmm.
dedicate to
Mm-hmm.
practice.
Mm-hmm.
And it was that was wisdom, that was so much knowledge in that example that I'm a fan. Since I think that was the expression when she told that, we said, oh, that was powerful.
It
And we
was.
believe the same. Okay, I rather have students attending one class a week. Is not the ideal, but is what is possible. So I'm there to support and to encourage to keep that rhythm. If they're able to double it to twice a week, perfect. If not,
Wonderful.
you need to do once a week, and so
Mhm.
on. It's better to do little bits per week than not doing at all. Okay,
Of
so
course. Of course.
that is my also my experience.
Cool, cool. Okay, no, no. And I just heard that we have another challenge around the corner. So
Surprise.
next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But before that, I want to tell you that sometimes some students come to us, since we are experienced teachers, me and Nuno and a lot of other teachers in our platform, and say, you know what? I've been training meditation. I'm doing these classes for 3 years, 4 years. And to be honest with you, the last 5 minutes, I'm just sitting thinking about life. I'm not
Struggling.
struggling. I'm not able to do these exercises. Like my mind doesn't want to get there. It's common. These things happen a lot. So come talk to us. Maybe we just should search for something different, something that appeals more to your mind. Like, I have a very active mind, and usually people that have active minds, it's harder to focus or to be aware for 5 minutes in just one thing.
Mhm.
So we have options, we have solutions. Come talk to us because we have a lot of experience and we can help you to find a good training for you, or at least to begin, and then it's going to be easier to go forward
Mhm.
in your meditation practice, right?
Could we give a few examples if I can? Okay. So imagine that you are training your meditation with a geometric shape. That means you're going to sit with your legs crossed, back straight, close your eyes, and imagine a specific shape. No, no, it's too hard. Okay, I don't like this abstract kind of thing, so it's very hard. Okay, or it's hard to use colors. So don't use colors. Use the way that you can. Okay, you may feel free to simplify if you need. Okay, it worked. Oh, still doesn't work. So can you try with your favorite flower, for example, or with a candle, or let's see, a sunset, a sunrise? Oh, it worked. Good. Stay with that exercise. And so we have a huge possibilities. They do require a few elements, so they they cannot be too complex. They should not change, so it should be very kind of contained image. So your brain can build that image and then stay there. No, no, I can't imagine. I cannot even see the image of my father. Oh, okay. So let's give it a try with sounds. And then with sounds, we
Yeah.
also have a bunch of possibilities and so on. So that means we have many options. During our classes, we vary those options. Maybe you're lucky to, I'll give one suggestion and you are there doing the classes that, oh, it worked. Or sometimes, as you said, it's not working. Kind of bad luck. No worries. Sit in a one on one conversation. Let's try this. Let's try that. Give me your feedback. See
Hmm.
how it goes. And then, boom, probably going to find one that it's perfect for you. Yeah, okay.
Yes. Yes, exactly, exactly. Anything else for today? No, no.
No, that's it. Okay. Of course, since we are finishing the 30-day challenge, and if you just arrived, no problem at all. You can swipe back here on YouTube or on Instagram, and we have videos of exercises to do every week. So if you scroll back to 4 videos back, you're going to see me giving instructions for box breathing and then abstraction of the senses, concentration, then meditation. That was the 4 exercises that we did, one for each week. And feel free to start now if you like. And if you want more, I highly encourage you to join our 14 days free trial. And you give it a try with those same exercises with a live experience. 2 ways. The teacher will be seeing you, correcting you, and you're going to be amazing. All right?
That's it. Yes. So
Yeah.
see you next week. We're gonna have a different challenge, and I hope to see you here in a week.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, have a mindful week.
Have a mindful week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.